Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira in the UFC middleweight division. 34, almost 35 years old, fighting guys like Israel Adesanya twice in kickboxing and knocking him out once and beating him by a decision the other time. He fought inside the LFA in a main event, got a first round knockout, then joined the UFC, knocked out Andreas Michailidis, then he got a decision win on Bruno Silva. Now, if you look at all these other fights right here, you notice something that's very, very interesting is a decision win on Israel Adesanya, a knockout win over Dustin Jacoby. That's crazy. And then another knockout win over Israel Adesanya back in 2017. That's very interesting because it was a sheer kickboxing bout. Who is the better kickboxer? Alex Pereira or Israel Adesanya? And Alex won that fight in the kickboxing realm of things, and he was able to go out there and beat the best striker in UFC middleweight history. I mean, Anderson Silva's there, but that was at a different time. Maybe in terms of accomplishments, of course, Silva's better, but in terms of sheer how good is your striking, Adesanya is number one, and Alex Pereira beat that. He knocked out that guy, and he decisioned him another time. So he's legit. He's a very legit striker right here. Now, Alex Pereira against you go to the middleweight division against a Robert Whittaker, against a Marvin Vettori, against a Derek Brunson, against a Andre Muniz. All of these guys that are much better wrestlers and grapplers than Alex Pereira. They for sure, in my opinion, go out there and beat Alex Pereira. But Strickland's an interesting one because he does have good wrestling. He showed that in the Uriah Hall fight. He was able to defend a lot of the takedowns from Jack Hermanson. It's interesting. It is very, very interesting because especially in this fight with a guy like Sean Strickland that has not fought this good of a kickboxer like and Alex Pereira, it's going to be tough to really distinguish how good he's going to do because, look, you got 4 takedowns on Uriah Hall, a kickboxing type of guy, and he was able to control that one for about 7 minutes of that 5-round fight, landed 4 out of 6 of the takedowns, but we don't know how good of a takedown defense Alex Pereira really is. We don't really have much to go off of except for maybe that last fight with Bruno Silva where Bruno was able to land 2 takedowns. Wasn't able to control it, but he was able to land 2 takedowns. And the fact that Bruno Silva was able to land those 2 takedowns, a guy that is severely not that good of a wrestler. I mean, he got taken down 7 times by Andrew Sanchez in their fight. He's not a good wrestler by any means, but he was able to go out there and take down Alex Pereira twice. That alone, him being able to take down Pereira twice, Strickland being able to take down Uriah Hall 4 times, Strickland being able to defend the takedowns of Jack Hermanson all throughout that fight, that is a clear indicator that Sean Strickland can easily go out there, land the takedowns on Alex Pereira. Not necessarily control him there, but land them there, drain on the cardio of Alex Pereira, and eventually put on that pressure in the later rounds. I'm not saying he's going to finish him or anything like that, but I'm saying wrestling and jiu-jitsu cardio is a lot different than kickboxing cardio. Kickboxing, you can go all day. You have your break, you have your 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever, in the kickboxing ring, and you're back at it again. Your muscles aren't really getting that fatigued because all you're doing is punching and kicking. Yeah, they're going to get a little bit fatigued, but in terms of the wrestling and grappling and pressure and things like that Sean Strickland is going to go out there and inflict on Alex Pereira, the arms, the legs, the triceps, all the muscles of Alex Pereira are going to feel something that he probably felt in training. Of course, he's trained with Glover Teixeira, but he's never felt like that much in terms of an actual fight with the guy that's going out there taking him down over and over and over again. Strickland's not going to stop. The man has cardio for days. He goes out there, one-twos you over and over and over on the feet, and I'm sure he can do the same thing with the takedowns. He can just keep on going, takedown, over and over and over throughout this fight. I'm not saying Strickland is going to go out there and dominate the fight because there's a good possibility Strickland goes out there, is looking for those takedowns, looking to land his shots, pressure Alex Pereira against the cage, get the clinch, land some shots there, take him down. There's a good chance he does all of that, and then Alex Pereira lands a left hook, knocks him out. There's plenty of a chance that Alex Pereira could do that, but the fact that he's been taken down by Bruno Silva, The fact that he's fighting an even better striker here in Sean Strickland, an even better wrestler here in Sean Strickland, I think he'll be able to land the takedowns enough. Now, he's not going to control the fight there, but enough to drain on the gas tank of Alex Pereira, to drain the arms, the legs, and overall decrease the skill of Alex Pereira's kickboxing game. I think we're going to see a hype train derail. There's a lot of hype on Alex Pereira. Who's he beat? Bruno Silva and Andreas Michelides. He hasn't beaten the guys that Sean Strickland beating. Brendan Allen, Uriah Hall, Jack Hermanson, and then Khrushchev Jotko right there, and then Jack Marshman. He's not done those type of fights. He's gotten decisions in pretty much every one of those fights. Pereira's not the guy to get knocked out. See the fight going all the way. I got Sean Strickland, the underdog, winning this fight. Right now, betting odds-wise, as of right now, we have Alex Pereira as a slight favorite. Started off as a big underdog, immediately swung to minus 180. Almost a 2-1 favorite, and now it's a 50-50 fight. I'm going to go Sean Strickland to win. I think the wrestling will play a humongous factor. That's why it's so close, is because we don't know how well Strickland can implement that wrestling and grappling. But I think he'll do good. I think he'll land the takedowns, and I think he will win this fight by a 29-28 decision. But put your predictions down below. Make sure to pick who you got, Alex Pereira or Sean Strickland. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Let's go.